Welcome back to Cyberpunk Dark Skies, session 3 of the Interception. So, at the end of last session, the group has put their plan into motion. It would be the Friday before the actual heist. And basically, what you've noticed at Six Shot is that the entire venue's like exterior, it's kind of on the side of an apartment building, and there's like kind of a hotel-esque establishment kind of above Six Shots. Um, the kind of area that's overflow for lines and such going into the club, it's completely packed during the afternoon of the Friday gig. Um, and you're called in early, Riff, by Seamus to ensure that you have one last kind of rehearsal, just kind of to loosen the string, so to speak, before you kind of go on live. We're not going to have you roll another attempt. It's just going to be hit or miss on the show or not. But the other act is well prepared, and you're opening for them effectively. So The night is going to be very smooth and coordinated. Gonzo and his crew are talking over things with other Valentinos who have shown up to the gig. Padre is actually in attendance. If you're not familiar with Padre, he is a big time fixer in the Glen. He's also kind of connected to the Valentinos. Um, a big deal. And Gonzo's kind of getting his blessing, so to speak, on the gig, since it'll be taking place not technically in Wellspring, but close enough for it to be kind of a smooth and smart operational kind of idea to um, uh, get permission or get blessings. It's not a good idea to just go off and do something willy nilly. Padre seems fine. It's not happening in his territory directly, but he appreciates the you know
Consideration.
respect, the consideration, and so he guarantees that tomorrow all the Valentinos that show up here and more will be here to ensure that the street that needs to be kind of effectively leveled or blocked will 100% be. Um, you are in the club if you want to be. If you don't, and you want to kind of keep away from the club for the evening, the day before the job, that's fine. I'm just going to go through everybody and just make sure I know where you're at in the venue or away from the venue. Is Carl a person who would go to a club with music loud and kind of no?
Nope.
So you're
Nope.
in your tent. You're probably smashing some burgers that were left over from the planning sessions, and drinking lightly and kind of being kind of centering yourself for tomorrow. What about Blaze? Is Blaze at the venue or is Blaze kind of
Yeah, I'd probably be at the venue.
okay? Very, very hip party scene. There are quite a few people who you recognize because, again, you stated in your very first session, you're kind of a fan of Impure Cobra, so you see some regular faces. You're not terribly familiar with the mainline act other than by name. Trickshot's kind of a large band, but it would be like someone in modernity, like a Gen Zer, knowing a lot about the Spice Girls, right? And that's probably not Blaze. But yeah, you know of her. You don't know her music very well, especially her solo stuff. You probably have
You're aware of the
heard
hits.
you've heard the hits, yeah. You've heard the big name, the big titles, but her solo stuff you're not familiar with. Um, and then, what about Guinea? Are you at the scene, kind of bringing some Nadruckers in to kind of boost the numbers, or are you staying back?
Got an early morning tomorrow. It's not Guinea scene. As much as I'd like to inflate the numbers,
Okay.
he's
Well,
he's got he's got important work first thing.
do you think the Nadruckers kind of being kind of part and parcel and kind of friendly with the guest gathering, some of them would probably be interested in going?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Not
Then
all of them are in their 40s and
the Rotten is
addicts.
the Rotten is probably docked right here then. I'll flash ping that so we snap to it, but right outside of Six Shots on the canal. The Rotten being the larger of the two crafts, the kind of family ship. Robbie's in there.
Gust is young and hip.
Yeah,
Robbie would make an appearance.
Gus is a fan of the
He
scene.
plays diplomacy.
Yeah, absolutely. And Riff, you're obviously there. Hungry. I'm going to presume, but again, I don't want to speak for you. Are you there, or are you back at the office making last minute plans?
Oh, I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, it's your scene for sure. Ultimately, you get kind of put in the VIP section. It's not really like a booth or anything. It's kind of just like a corner that has kind of bulletproof glass. Um,
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
yeah, it's like this. The in the Mox's bar, there's like the corner like venue with like the wraparound booth seating, and kind of the protective glass section. In the booth with you would be Gonzo, Padre, two names you know, and then Seamus, who you also know, the one who kind of helped bring this together. There's a couple of girlies kind of there, just like scene girls that Seamus invited over just for appearances. You're an old rocker, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And yeah, probably not many other people kind of present in your kind of cool kids club. Um, but Seamus is very excited to be working with you again, and he makes sure you're well aware of that. He is really glad for the opportunity here, even though he knows it's being used as a cover. Like, he's taking it very seriously. So, he's bringing you his A game here. All right, Riff. You're opening, so your act kind of gets up on stage. Six Shots is not exactly like a huge venue or anything. It's very dive bar-y. Like, you could probably spit and hit the back wall from the stage. It's definitely packed, though, probably past fire code. There's a lot of people kind of packed in close to the stage. Like, it's so close to you, like you're standing at the mic. You can actually feel like their heat. They're that close. Not like you haven't played a scene like this before. But here you are up and at it. You're going to play your set. It's a short set, not a full set. It's not supposed to be a super long evening for Impure Cobra. You're not the mainliner. But go ahead and give me a play instrument to see if you are on the level. Like, if you are here to play.
Let's see it, buddy.
Okay,
Right.
I'm going to add. I'm going to add 2 of my points of luck, so it'd be 4 luck to that, just to make sure I get a good enough roll.
All right. Anybody else want to spend luck on Riff's guitar roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1.
Okay, 22. Good. The DV was 21 because of his failure yesterday, so that brings it right over the mark. I'll let you know that's the case. You get up there, and like, as you're standing there and kind of getting ready to play, the thing that keeps on like haunting you, like, it's her face, Woolridge's face, and she just keeps saying, "Well, if that's what you've got, I feel really bad about tomorrow," over and over again as you're standing there at the thing, and then like, something about your psyche just kind of clicks into place. Like, whatever image or mental kind of thing that like really boosts Riff, like, it makes him like really excited and happy. That snaps into place. It's like you're kind of like depressed and kind of measured. You're looking up there. You're looking at the crowd. You're about to go. The lights come up, and that second, it's like everything clicks into place. It's a really solid set. This is definitely the best you've heard it, Blaze. You've caught his live show maybe once or twice before, but he's definitely bringing it today. Like, the guitar riffs are hot. Those fingers were made to smash them strings, he is giving it every single bit that he's got. About 30 or so minutes later, they finished their half set, 10 songs. During that time, does anybody have any exchanges or engagements? Obviously, people who aren't here, not so much, but is there anybody that wants to talk to anybody in particular? If not, that's fair. Moving on to the second part of this scene. So, the headliner comes up, and there's definitely a lot more people kind of moseying around outside. They have the doors like clicked open because they've got a lot of people outside who are just listening in due to the venue's size. It's definitely packed well past capacity inside already. There are 2 floors, and they're filled up on top. During some of Impure Cobra's set, they were bouncing so hard it was kind of shaking the dust loose underneath the balconies on that second floor. Speaking of hitting stuff and knocking stuff over, I have Magic's cards on my desk, and they are now on the floor. That said, she is great. When she gets up there and she starts playing her music, Riff, it's just as good as she did it yesterday. Like, it's like she was made to play these songs. And to you, it's like just kind of a repeat, but you keep on seeing her kind of in a judgmental way. But there's this one moment during like one of the songs that you really connected to, where she kind of looks out over the crowd, and you're kind of in there off the stage, kind of drinking after the set, kind of cooling off with the crowd, and you see her look directly at you, and you look directly at her, and instead of like it feeling off, the vibes of this kind of stare kind of like dope, and she kind of lets this like smile, like she really is appreciative in that moment, and you're kind of like, yeah. And her set is insanely good. So Blaze, this is the first time you've heard her music. You expect her to be poppy. She comes out and it's like, I'm trying to think of like a good kind of like analogy here. Like it's very heartfelt rock music. Like it's very to the core acoustic style music. Like she is just giving every bit of her person out on the stage. And
Every rose has its thorn. There you go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, there you go. It's
There.
Every Rose Has Its Thorns, what she's playing. One of the classics.
The ultimate song.
The ultimate song. She just kind of like moves into Freebird for a nice, 20-minute long like, break in between. The classics. That said, insanely good. The performance is amazing. Friends called friends. When you're kind of like looking out at the throng of people hungry, you're 100% certain this is probably the biggest grouping of people you've seen at one of these kind of dive bars either in a long time or ever. It's
Oh yeah.
You definitely mustered quite a few folks here with the groups that you kind of pulled in strings with, and the evening goes by without a hitch. You're in the N54 News Scream Sheets. You're in the Nippon Network Scream Sheets. You've got a lot of notice there, and you're also seeing that NCPD is already planning for the second debut or the second showing, and they're already blocking off those streets and only allowing people who are wanting to go to Six Shots. So that main highway there is basically canned. Like it's. They're already calling for it in the traffic screen. Mission accomplished. Next morning, scene cuts to, and again, you're all preparing, doing your things. We'll have those descriptions here in a second. But scene cuts to a pair of Arasaka individuals inside of a truck, driving. Off in the distance are the whirring, manufacturer of the industrial section, the oil rigs and what have you, as they continue down the 101. Traffic's light this morning, but not non-existent. They had an earlier run-in around 3 a.m. where they had to blast through a Wraith convoy or Wraith ambush.
The gyrocopter to the top of it in a means of.
The
Would I
Nadruckers-
know how difficult it would be to get it off of the truck? Get it.
The Nadruckers are basically able to put it on a snap coil. So what that means is you've got like a bunch of tight, taut metal cables, and there'll be one section where you just kind of pull one kind of pin, and
Ripcord?
it'll just kind of drop everything.
Nope. Otherwise, we're
You're obviously not going to put
traveling light.
everybody in the vehicles like on the onset. Like they're not going to drive
Right.
out there in the morning. You want to make sure that the truck is in position and nobody's interfering with that. So you try to get it out there like sun up.
Early.
Yeah. That way it's been there all day and people are just like, oh, it's just a trucker who parked. Easy to miss. Just pass by and not even care. Okay. Gonzo and crew are going to be doing their own thing, which is apparently putting on 3 light armor jacks because 3 were purchased for them for some reason. Kidding.
Yeah.
Dan just continually
Keep
wanted
them
to
safe.
remind me that the armor jacks were being
Rude.
purchased, and I kept on saying, "No, I know, I know, I got them. They're on the sheets." And even in that last,
But are they all wearing them?
they are wearing them. Yes, they are
Okay.
all wearing.
Better
them.
be wearing them.
Then, Carl, obviously up early. You probably get a ride off of Guinea and head into, because the truck's parked in one of Hungry's warehouses. So you probably get a ride in with him down to the bridge. Guinea kind of sets up, and you set up as well, moving over to your position. all of the demo is ready and set. With that huge and high, massive check, the thing that you noticed specifically is that the small little concrete alcove that is seated beneath the ads is the main thing holding them up. And it's not very well reinforced, a very well reinforced structure. Like there's not a lot of rebar through it. So you know that when you demo it, when you planned it, you cored out bits inside of the balcony so that when it bursts, it's not just going to be the signs dropping down, it's going to be the concrete as well, which will create a nice blockade.
While I'm doing that, I'm wearing a high visibility vest and everything like that, so it looks like a normal worker out there. It's
Gotcha.
no like
Yeah, you're
very
definitely
like safety oriented.
it's definitely not a hard gig for you to grab like a safety, or like a municipal workers like gear, especially in the region that you kind of hang out in. Those kind of folks unfortunately wind up dead quite a bit in and about your region. So yeah, not a problem. And then Blaze, deck and everything. You probably make it in a little bit later, but you know your position, you know where you're going. That's not too far from Carl up at the top. So when he detonates it, you'll be able to run cover with either net architectures and drones, or you can also kind of try and do your best to make sure that if there is an enemy netrunner present, which can be the case, you're just not 100% sure if they've got one on there. Let's see. Riff, you obviously wake up late. You don't really have a kind of easy measure for public transportation. So, like, obviously the chairman's going to be the last one on the scene once everybody's prepared. So you kind of hitch a ride with him. I'm assuming Mac and also Chino are not going to be involved in the raid based on everything we've kind of got, right? You're not letting them possibly get in the way of firefight here. Okay.
Nah, no.
So he's going to drop you off, and then he's going to kind of wrap around and go back up the tunnel and head back towards Wellspring. Obviously, Hungry's truck is not exactly a low visibility vehicle. It's also not a very fast vehicle, so it definitely serves little to no purpose in the fight. And it's not bulletproof. I mean, it's going to shoot ribbons through that thing. So Mac and Chino are kind of set with the business of the day, handling stuff. We're going to go ahead and move the map. I'm going to change the music also. Okay. A little action-packed. Okay, last call for any changes or anything that you're wanting to do. The map is as it is. I'm going to zoom out as far as I can here so people at home kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. They're going to come out, and by them I mean the Arasaka truck is going to come out on the right side here. It's going to continue up that road, but before it happens, this truck is going to pull out in front of it. There's going to be effectively a cage set up here, blown out behind them, big truck in front of them, and they're going to shoot the truck until they get it open, kill everybody inside, or hopefully just fight them enough to get the case. Killing me.
And they gave the railgun to me.
You got the railgun in. So basically, in the front seat, when it comes time to go, it's going to be you in the front seat, the rifle in the middle seat, and Riff right next to you. Probably guitar and lap. Oh, probably didn't bring his guitar. That'd be crazy.
He's got an iced coffee.
Yeah, he's got a bucket slice off.
And it's why he's late.
Yeah. I had to go 3
He's
blocks
that guy.
to get this. It's the only bucket slice that puts the vanilla.
It needed it, okay?
Vanilla in it. So yeah, it'll be him in the passenger seat, and then you'll be able to see that there are 2 people working up on the high point. One of them is wearing maintenance gear. One of them is wearing Blaze's outfit. Very noticeably, shock of red hair, kind of in the early morning to slowly becoming noonish sun. Yeah, and Hungry, when you are delivered, before you kind of, drop off, you're kind of checking in with everything, checking in with your connects, and making sure that Blaze is also, capture on the truck as it's been moving. So I'm going to move us back to the big map. So the truck's going to be late, and Blaze will tell you why, and that is because during its passage into the industrial section connect to the waterfront, which I'm going to snap ping us to and zoom in. They were attacked by Maelstrom gangers.
And they were on their way to Arasaka?
Correct. So what you have determined is the firefight started in the kind of maze of streets that are in between the industrial, which were already in kind of a convoluted state due to construction. The Arasaka truck blazed past everything, got towards the actual like gates of the Arasaka waterfront like main compound, and apparently what had happened at that point is 2 Arasaka AVs descended on the Maelstrom gangers and lit them up with Gatling cannon fire. If you watch the screen, it's pretty hard to watch. It's literally just like what will happen if you are unfortunately not able to get the thing open in time. You do notice that they had the Maelstrom gang in the effectively cinematic had a plan. It just they were never able to catch up to the truck. You saw a detonation, which lets you know that they had directional charges, which basically are used for kind of breaching into security doors. It's effectively like a panel you set up with an explosive that is kind of protected against on the back end so that it funnels all of the force of the explosion in one kind of cone directly forward. But when those were detonated during the fight, it doesn't look like it was due to like being shot at. Blaze, you're able to tell that it looks like someone was able to remotely activate the charge through what you would presume is quick hack fuckery.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're going to be about 30 or so minutes late. After that point, they kind of hit the road, and what you're able to tell is as they're moving through Chinatown, they do have a convoy, but it is lighter than you anticipated. They do not have bikes. They have 2 cars following behind them, which means that the drones will be a problem as you anticipated, but they do not have gangers or whatnot. But the other note is it does look like 2 other trucks and 4 bikes left out of Arasaka waterfront. It does not look like they went the same route, and so they kind of you lose them off of your grid, the what you've set up as your kind of optics. But the last time you see them, it seems that they're moving into the industrial section, which means they're possibly going to commit retribution against the Maelstrom gang just because they feel like it.
When he tells us this, can I ask what the cars look like?
Yeah, they're the same Arasaka big SUVs. I'm trying to remember the name of them. Hold on.
Okay, so armored. It's not just security detail. It's armored. The tires, are they self-inflating, no flat, things like that?
Oh, the ones that go after Maelstrom?
Yeah. No, yeah, well, the ones that are following the convoy.
Oh, yeah. So those ones won't be a problem because you're going to cut them off. They're following behind the big truck. So
That's
the
what I was
second
wanting
everything
to know. I
drops
wanna
in,
make-
it's going to they're
Get it out.
they're not like I'm trying to find the name of the vehicle real quick. It's if you've played the game, you've seen them. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Every single corporation, the cops, Netwatch, everybody uses the same fucking car. I'm on it. Hold on. It's not a motorcycle. Leave me alone with that.
We're all looking for it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you know the car. You know the car. You know.
I don't.
mean? You know what I'm saying?
Was it the SUV the lady was in when she threatened me?
Yes, it's the Militech.
I did that today.
Yeah, that's the same. I'm glad you're still in the very first part. It's some fun story.
I'm starting over. I got
Okay.
farther, and now I'm starting over to try to remember with this game and stuff.
Yeah, it's some fun storytelling. But back on track. Yeah, it's that car. I just can't remember the name of it for the life of me. And unfortunately, the wikis, it's just a list of words, and that doesn't help me. So,
SUV.
Yeah, they're big, they're slightly armored SUVs, and then the drones come out of the back sides. Okay, they continue on. It looks like very early on they actually depart from what you would consider the route, and that would actually happen about here. And from what you can tell, Hungry, this is not a massive deviation. Instead of utilizing the main thoroughfare, they're using a side road to kind of move up to the tunnelway instead of going kind of like through traffic and then having to do the wind to get down to the tunnel. They're just deviating early because they already apparently are aware of it. And they'll continue on moving through until they get to this point here. It was a bit of a jaunt, but there. And that's where they will begin to enter the tunnel. This will be the last time you kind of get sight on them as they move into the tunnel. And to be sure, everyone is in position at this point. The Valentinos are in the box with Hungry. Riff is in the passenger seat of the box. Kenny, you're driving. Carl.
I've got the engine running, idle.
Yep. Carl.
Ready to accelerate.
Blaze, you are up on the top. Okay. Perfect. So, as we move into the space, I need to ask a very, very simple question of Guinea. You have a number of options here in relation to how you want this to go down. For Carl, not a lot. It explodes the second the truck passes through so that everything behind it is stopped from exiting. Period.
Well, when it's halfway passed through, so the stuff has time to fall.
Yes.
But you got it. You understand. So.
You understand. You rolled a 27. What are you talking about? You're the guy who knows what's going on.
Explosives master.
Yeah, it's a flawless explosion, just as a heads up. So I just want to make sure you are aware of how good that's going to be.
Yeah.
So for you, Guinea, it's a bit less kind of cut and dry. There's a bit of nuance here.
There's nuance.
You can play with. You can either drive out the second the explosion hits to cut them off guaranteed, possibly getting hit by them as they ram into you with a bit of speed. You can attempt to try and pull out them on them so that you kind of come out into like a lengthwise as they're coming into you, forcing a stop. Or you can try and pull out so that you hit them with the front of the vehicle and attempt to pin them against the wall. This is the most risky maneuver because if they get out, they get out. The guarantee, like 100%, there's no way they can get around you, is go early. The second the detonation hits, you pull out in front, success. The second one...
That pin sounds real good.
The second one, a bit more difficult. But yeah, the pin would require a very high driving check.
Let's go second. I don't like the idea that they're going to get a good ram and possibly harm our guys, so I'll do...
Yeah. The second one is where you kind of get out in front of them when they are kind of out and through, and you're going to hit them with the side of the vehicle. So
yeah, I'll skirt them.
You're kettling them in. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's going to require a driving roll.
Sure.
Go ahead and throw that for me now. We're obviously not in the...
I went ahead and did my vitamins.
Yep.
And I'll throw...
You are obviously joined in vitamin eating, of sniffing.
Imbibing.
Everybody in the box, except for Hungry, possibly Hungry, but everybody else is on coke.
Good for them. We'll go team.
All the Valentinos are on coke.
I hope they brought their own.
I should mention that they come with exactly one dose of synth coke.
What a good kit.
Yeah.
Starting item.
I'll
it's
put...
right in there.
Wait, we can put luck in afterwards with
with
our pal here. And then I'll just give it a shot. Drive a land vehicle, right?
I know we're looking at nothing right now on this stream. Sorry. Let me fix.
22.
22. Okay, and then anybody want to spend any luck?
I'll spend.
I'll put 1 in. You gotta put 4 into that?
Yeah, I want to make sure you get high. He said it was a rough one, a hard.
No, this is the middling one.
Yeah. You didn't go for the pin.
Never mind.
No, I didn't go for the toughest one.
Okay.
I think 22 is probably good, but I'll put 1 in.
I won't put any.
I'll give him 1.
So up to 24.
Yeah.
So as the truck exits out of the space, you know it's coming. You already have optics on it. Blaze basically has a means of tracking it through the tunnel. Once it breaches, or halfway through the breach, the detonation hits. So real quick, I'm going to add a couple of things to the map just so we are aware of them. And this song sucks. Why did I put it on the list? This is the one I wanted.
I love the graphic there of the explosion.
That's not bad.
I did what I could.
I like
did
it.
what
Love
I
it.
could.
No, I'm not even being facetious. I
Oh,
love
okay.
that.
I thought he was. I was
Yeah, me
jumping
too.
into
No,
defend
I
him.
love it.
Thank
I was
you,
like, no,
Chad.
that's good.
It's pretty good. Okay, boom. Concrete goes flying everywhere. Everything drops. You can hear the loud clang of the signs dropping down. The last thing you hear as it's falling is a taste the love as it's crashing into the space. The truck continues on. The second that it hits a position near the truck is when you start that bad boy. And it basically, because I can't really turn this long ass.
Theater of the mind.
Theater
We're
of the
moving
mind.
blocks, but cool shit happened with 2 trucks.
So you set
Promptly
it,
flipped
you
it
set
90
it
degrees.
perfect so that when
I'm
you
that good.
hit it, you're basically catching it along the trailer and you're moving with it and it's kind of rolling with you. It's not like slamming into the trailer. It's kind of caught along the side. So you're basically forcing it to drive and it hits into this light post. It will actually be fully like so there. And I would like for you to roll ram damage.
RAM is
Whatever you
4d6?
do for ram, yeah.
Well, it's not a. Let me triple check it because it's not a like an attack roll. Ramming. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 66.
Go for it.
Oh, this is exciting.
And let me know if you get 3 6s.
Why is this different? Where's the little dice roller?
I don't know.
Spot.
It's
not on the left.
It's certainly changed for me.
Should be
Okay,
on
here
the
it is.
bottom,
66.
Okay.
No 6s.
No 6s. Okay, so it
Pretty-
slams,
pretty
it hits. It will take out one tire and will lock it there for at least a turn. Okay? So this is immediate. This is the start of the combat. So I'm going to go ahead and put the initiative counter on.
You want us to move tokens to where they'd be in the vehicle?
Yes, please. And gyrocopters as well.
I'm on it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice little turn. Oh, yeah, you didn't roll 3 6s. Okay, cool.
Not a single one.
Yeah, if you'd rolled 3 6s, you would have caused the engine of the other vehicle to start up on fire, but would have been strong enough of a hit for the gyrocopter to fly off.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't, so it was just a nice solid.
I'm rolling pretty safe today. You know, it's going well.
Okay, let's see.
Carl storms your initiative to 0.
Looks like you probably
God,
got to roll
this
for
time.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm
Bless you, buddy.
on it. Sorry, there's a lot going on here.
I don't know why I have a -9 to my initiative.
You rolled a 1, so it subtracts.
Okay.
With combat sense, so that's neat.
I don't know how combat sense works. That's a John question. I'm just laughing at
So
the.
on combat awareness, at the
perfect
beginning of a
subtraction.
combat, the second I tell you you roll initiative, it was actually the next question I had. I'm just trying to get this guy on the board. We're on Sunday, and he is Gonzo. And his token is selected, and he is rolling initiative, and his interlopers there will go on his initiative after him. He will yield his initiative. Oh, God. I forgot to delete. Ah!
What happened?
I gotta delete all these others. I thought I cleared the initiative of all these people.
Oh. That's a lot.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, the Arasaka will be going on kind of simultaneous beat. They work as a team. Same's true of the gangers. So, okay. Dun, dun, dun. Guinea is first on the docket. Now, back to what I was saying about combat awareness. So, Chody, at the beginning of combat, you are going to choose what your points are being allocated into. What that means is if you go down to combat awareness, and click on edit, you'll see that there are options. You have 4 ranks. You can put it in damage deflection, which means that you take less damage when you're hit. You can put it in attack precision, which will increase your attack roll by 1 if you put 3 points into it. Fumble recovery, which means anytime you roll a 1, no, you didn't. Spot weakness is whenever you're rolling against an armored unit, you are going to hold on. Combat awareness. I'll just read it to you. 146. So damage deflection, for each 2 points you can reduce damage by 1. Fumble recovery costs 4 points, but anytime you roll a 1, you just treat it as a 1. You don't roll a dice and subtract it. Initiative reaction, you could have started with, and you would have added 4 points to your initiative result, and then after rolling the initiative, you would be going faster. But you could change it to what you wanted. Precision attack, for 3 points, do +1 to your attacks. Spot weakness says that for each point you add into it, you add +1 to your damage if you are attacking an armored target. And it's for your first successful attack in a round, +1 to damage before armor. And then threat detection, you have an enhanced situational awareness, +1 to perception checks you make. So, what do you want?
When you say armor, does that mean body armor or cars?
Body armor.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it in that one.
Spot weakness, 4 points. Because you can split it. Okay.
4 points in spot weakness,
That's
or 3 points. 3 points and then 1 in precision.
Precision takes 3 points to pay for. 1
Okay,
point.
never mind. Just spot weakness then.
Okay. So that means that every time you hit an armored target with the first shot of your turn, you're going to do 4 extra damage. Okay. Any other mixed starters? Okay, no. Then we'll go to Guinea. You are first on the docket. Initiative begins with you sitting in your car, rifle to your side. You open the door and grab the rifle. These are all free, but then you'll move and act.
We knew the vehicle was armed. You know, I'm gonna take the run action. I'll get out with the rifle and take a full. Is it each square is 1 in the move?
Yeah, so each square will be 1 in the move. It's 2 yards for each square.
They definitely changed the tool kit on the side, at least since I've used it.
Yeah, they got the new update. It just confirmed it's not optional anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to 16. So I'm hustling down the side of their truck.
Okay.
Oh, please let me use the grabber.
Gonzo will pop out and drop down. He's going to ready an action to shoot. That's hungry. Hold on. And then his crew is going to get out as well, taking cover with the vehicle and with Gonzo. They're all readying an action to shoot the door or anything coming out of the door. Okay. Riff, you can go out this door you're at, or you can go out the door through the other side. To kind of hop over the middle console, it's going to take you an additional space of movement. So to get out, it'll cost you 1, 2, 3 just to get to there. And then from there, you can move your pleasure.
So here I'd have...
That's 4.
It would be 4, so I'd have 4 left since my move is 8?
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to move that way, and then I'm going to use my charismatic leadership perk to have Guinea do another
Action.
turn.
Or another turn.
Yep.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, it's another full turn.
You get another full turn right now.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll get in position and blast the lock. Yeah.
Okay. No roll needed. It detonates, and
I want to aim up and away from any cargo
Not
that might
straight
be
through.
there.
Got it. So perfectly acceptable. What I need you to do is go ahead and roll me a d4.
D4.
Mm-hmm.
Business does a D4 have in here?
This determines how long it takes the ram to close on its own.
3.
Or open on its own. So if you rolled a 1, it would have been instantaneous. If you rolled a 2, it would be at the end of this round. You rolled a 3, which means it'll happen during your initiative on the next round of combat.
Yeah.
All right. That was rather sorry, not
Why
your
is
initiative.
it taking longer to open? I'm sorry. Can you explain that again?
So I told him it's like it could take instantaneous to drop the thing. It's random based on like how he shot
so
it.
it's
Yeah,
There's a hydraulic system to the door.
It's either
okay.
like immediate or it's like so it just depends on what he rolled there. It was totally random. I highlighted it there. He rolled a 3, so it's next turn, and it won't be at your initiative because your initiative wasn't when it happened. It'll happen on Rift's initiative is when the door will open.
Ooh, that's rough. Okay.
Could be. Hungry, you're in the box. The Valentinos are out and about.
I'll follow suit and pull out the big pistol that I got, the better one, the better heavy pistol, and ready in action to shoot if something comes through that door.
Carl up top.
I'm gonna bring out my rifle, and that car is sideways now.
Yeah.
So
back end is where Guinea's located.
Right. I'm going to just get something to kind of post up on and start aiming down to if anybody comes out again, pop off. Actually, no, I'm going to look for
Are you
drone.
good in range?
That's my thing.
Okay. I was just making sure. It's a long way.
Medium. Is that
Okay.
more than medium range for
Go ahead,
the gun?
go ahead and click
Define
assault
medium.
Rifle. Click your assault rifle attack.
The attack?
Yeah, click the attack. It drops the range chart.
Okay, where's the attack at?
It should be on the left side. You should see it says the name of the assault rifle. If you click the assault rifle name there, it'll shoot it. It's beneath skills on the left side. Do you see it?
I got skills left side, and then I have rolls.
Down on the left side.
Scroll down a little further on weapons.
Past rolls, yeah. Sorry, I forgot rolls. I was looking at a lot of NPC sheets. Sorry.
Should be rolls, critical injuries, weapons, and then attack red button inside weapons.
I am not seeing it. I see clear.
Hold on. Okay, when you open it up, it's going to go statistics, it's going to go skills, it's going to go rolls, critical injuries, weapons. You should see Militech, Ronin, Tactical Assault. Hit close on the top there so it's no longer an edit.
Okay, there we go.
I see. I forgot about that.
And
yeah, you're at like 72 meters.
So it's going to show us the
not
distance.
terrible.
That's actually perfect. 15.
That's not bad.
It's not the best, but it's pretty perfect. So that means you need a 15 or higher than a 15 to hit your target. And you have a plus quite a bit. You have a plus 14. So that means you need to roll a
2 or higher.
3, 4 or higher. Yeah, whatever. Point is, you're going to hit.
My bad. I was just curious.
No worries. So Carl's solid positioning. You're ready in action to shoot enemies that come out. Is that right?
Yeah. Any enemies.
Blaze.
I'm gonna move a little closer to them, and then that way I'm still close to in case anything unexpected happens back here. But
okay.
Trying to see how far I could go there. I think there, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I also don't know. I'm gonna do the same thing that he did so that I can see how far from there I need to be.
There is a chart in the book, but again, it's easier to just drop it.
So,
So
I'm pretty far.
for you, you want to be within 7 to 12. Handguns are kind
Yeah.
of point blank. Yeah, so 51 would be a DV 30.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So hustling, you can run if you want, which will double your move.
There's kind of like this archway here. I don't know really how I'd get around that,
Sure.
but
I'm okay with you kind of moving around the outside. The space that it is, we'll just take one, like the bottom of it there. We'll just take an additional square. That's all.
so I'd be like there, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Works for me. Okay, at the very bottom of the initiative, Gert and Gust will move up on motorcycles to this position. They look at Riff and they kind of give a signal like this is the way. If you need to get on the bikes, and they are stopping, and their whole action is just turning the bikes around so that they are no longer facing forward, like towards the tunnel. They're facing away, and they're also using them as cover. Okay, they are on initiative 1 at current because they're not technically combatants yet. They're not expecting to be because they're watching this side, the hole, the tunnel. That's the end of that initiative round. Like I said, the second that badness happens, which was at the start of the initiative, that signals the drones for necessity. They're going to need to find a way through this hot mess, which again, you can't really see much of them because it's just smoke and dust clouds, but they have like low light infrared vision that can find their pathways through. So if there are drones, they will be here in 3 rounds after that. So it goes to the top. Guinea, you are up.
And the door won't open until after my turn is
On
complete.
Riff's turn, correct.
Okay.
And also, make a perception check. This one's free.
Okie dokie. $12.
You don't speak Japanese, but you can hear it.
Not totally.
And you're pretty sure there sounds like there's one voice that's kind of over all others. And you've done combat drills with the family. You're pretty sure that they're preparing to exit out. It doesn't sound like they're going to stay inside of the vehicle. Again, just you don't understand the exact words that are being utilized. You do not know the course. But if you had to venture a guess, it doesn't sound like somebody's preparing to hide in a corner. It sounds like they're preparing to pop out and fight.
I'm gonna scramble on top of the truck. And I guess ready in action with a flashbang,
Okay.
if that's acceptable.
Yeah, if you want to move, you're getting on top of the truck, you said?
I'm getting on top of the, like, above the hatch.
Okay.
Readying in action to huck a flashbang inside
Kind of
once
hop
I see
up
the door
on the
open.
side, grab a hold of it, pull yourself up, landing on top, kind of maneuvering over with a flashbang in hand, kind of looking down. Like a Monkey D. Luffy move. So Gonzo and crew
Yeah,
are...
he likes grenades.
Yeah, for sure. Gonzo
Okay.
and crew are going to do the same thing that they did before. However, they're going to hedge a bit here. They are not going to, like, because they thought it was going to come out a lot quicker than it did. So they're going to kind of pull back. Maria will kind of hold Hungry backside on cover. Para will move up but not into cover. And Gonzo's kind of out and about. Guns ready to go. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Gonzo's moving up, so he's kind of on the side of the truck. Actually, he's gonna get close.
Word.
All right, Riff. It is your initiative. However, there will be 2 things happening simultaneously on this initiative that I will take into account. First off, the side door of the driver's side opens up, and a frame drops down. Landing there. The second it hits, you hear kind of a sound, and when you kind of look at him, you can see that a massive shield is coming around the door, a bulletproof shield. You also see that he's wearing kind of a helmet that's very sleek not really giving away like his face or eyes, but there's a single like what almost looks like a glass receptacle or like a camera like aperture on the top like middle, and it's glowing red. What, if any, defenses against quick hacks do you have, Riv?
Let me check.
Do you have EMP,
I have EMP threading.
+2, so it's going to be a DV9. Okay. Okay, so they will interface with you. They are connecting to your Neuralink. If you have one. You have one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I am going to be connecting with you and putting in... It'll take another round. So I'm uploading a quick hack. The quick hack that's being uploaded you would identify as cyber targeting.
Gotcha.
Riff, you are also hearing a kind of bursting sound as the door on the back end opens. And 2 Arasaka soldiers will be popping out in the onset. So ready to actions. Go nuts. They front 2 have shields.
Flashbang.
Okay. Go ahead and throw it.
Athletics.
Okay. All right.
22.
Right in the pocket.
Just-
Perfect.
Dunked.
Okay, and then let me go ahead and check flashbang ammunition. DV15 reflex torture drugs. Anyone who fails suffers the damaged eye and damaged ear critical injury for the next minute. You do not take bonus damage from critical injuries. Okay, so rolling. Fail. Success. Fail. Success. Success. And massive success. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and notate them. So flashbang, we'll use, let's see, what's a good symbol for flashbang? That's the flashbang symbol. And oddly enough, it was the 2 right in a line. And then I am going to put that on you, Riff. Okay. Oh no, it's not active yet. Sorry, it'll be next turn. Gotta finish the upload. Okay, Riff. A lot of things happening between your turn and there, so sorry. I'm going to continue shooting held actions. Gonzo is.
I took my shot.
You already did. Did you hit anything?
I got a 19. It would have been probably against the front right guy that also got flashed.
What's the distance? 12 meters.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit him. However, he's got the shield. The shield will break with the large hit that you just did, and he will take 5, but he is armored, so it will ablate his armor by 1. It looks like he's wearing medium armor, but the thing about Arasaka armor is it typically is one. It looks like it's lighter than it actually is. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And all of our moves happen at the exact same time, right?
Well, all the held ones, yeah.
So okay, so I wouldn't have seen him shooting. It's all going the same time.
All the
I
bullets
would-
all the bullets are hitting at once.
Right. I'm just saying I'm not metagame.
You
is what I'm
probably
trying to do. I would
don't
go after
have
the person that
optics
came
on
out
that guy
first.
anyways, and yeah, you probably don't have
the guy who
optics
came
on
out of the
this.
driver's seat.
Oh, you're shooting at him. Yeah, he would have been the first one you saw. Take it.
Yeah,
Take
that's
the
what I'm
shot.
saying. That's the first.
I didn't even see. I was zoomed way out.
And I'm gonna say that he's aware of the 2 next to him. You're kind of well off there, so he's not gonna be able to get his shield in between you and him. Okay, so that will hit, and the damage is. Let's see.
And then I have my special get through armor thing too.
Yeah, so +4 damage on the first shot of a turn. Perfect.
23.
23 damage. His armor is currently a 13, so 10 real damage. And did you roll any double 6s? No, you didn't. Okay. So
We don't roll well.
You rolled 1-6, but yeah, you kind of
We're looking for this.
catch him in the shoulder, kind of winging him decently. Quite a bit of blood spray kind of smashes against the side of the Arasaka. Like the red logo of Arasaka now has this kind of like across the side of it. And he kind of looks over in your direction, and you can hear, Gonzo specifically, can hear like angry yelling in Japanese. It seems like he's kind of notifying them that that guy exists. Okay. So I'm shooting with a bunch of Valentinos real quick before I finish their performance. Sorry,
I just noticed it looks like Guinea's like inside the truck with all from the way
He
this looks.
snuck in.
Don't worry,
Hi guys.
he's up top.
I'm in my element.
Okay, so Pero is going to fire his pistol. That hits, but it doesn't get through. I'm saying he probably would have shot the first guy, so that one that's already got the shield broken. So his armor ablates one more. Then it'll be Maria. She's going to be auto-firing into the space. She is shooting the same target. Yeah, she is. So that is going to be multiplier 3. So 7 times 3 is 21. His armor's currently at a 10, so 11. Okay, he takes real damage. Looks like he's getting shredded. Maria, solid shooting. Money is not there. Don't need to roll him. And then Clarigo will be firing with a SMG as well. Auto fire. Okay.
Nice.
I think that.
Oh,
misses.
Tito showed up.
I think that misses. 10 meters. 17. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, I thought it was over because I think Hungry pulled and I saw the 12. I thought he'd be farther out, but no, that works. So 5 is going to be 3 times, so 15, which means his armor's down to 9 and his chest is taking 15 minus 9 is 6. He is not seriously wounded yet, but his armor is beat the fuck out of and he's stunned. So this is just a guy who's getting shot a lot. Great. Oh, Gonzo.
They're called shotgun.
Might be finishing this guy off. Pops around the corner. Pistolero. He has Rio Grande, which means that he gets +3 on headshots. Attack. That'll hit. And he said aim shot to the head. So that will be +3, 23 minus 8. It's going to be over the 13 DV required to hit. So that will hit the head. His armor on the head hasn't been touched yet, which means it's full 12. 5 damage gets through. Tripled, 15. And he does an additional 1d6 damage. Somebody roll me a d6.
Brett.
This is not multiplied. 20, 15, 18. Sorry, that will do it. So that'll scoop him clean out. With the pistol shot. This is the boomer buster that he utilized there. He is going to have 2 pistols out. He kind of reached in with a very heavy pistol, and he's kind of like now kind of backing away from it with his Mustang Arms Mark III. Okay. It would have been +1 more because he's on coke, and yeah, he definitely hit. He's doing great. Okay, then the Arasaka folks are going. He runs up with his shield and presses, and it looks like the shield actually kind of finishes kind of assembling. It's like an auto shield, so it's now at its full state. This guy will rush out, and he is going to seize Gonzo, but was being told what to do. He aims down at Carl. I'll resolve those shots in a bit. This guy jumps out, like so. turns his weapon on the group behind the truck. It looks like he's got a light machine gun. And the boss will move here. Guinea, I need you to go ahead and make a contested brawling roll.
Grabbing at my feet. Fighting. 21.
You are kind of like, you throw the flashbang in, kind of pop back up and blind it. Then you hear footfall and you can see a couple of Arasakas pop out. You feel a grasp on your ankle. You feel you dragged off the top of the back of the van and slammed hard down into the ground. This will ignore armor. You're going to take 13 points of damage. And the guy who you see kind of slam you down kind of looks down at you and says something which you are pretty sure is condescending, and possibly a curse word in Japanese.
That's was your old man.
That's the guy who just did that to you. And the way he ragdolled you, you're pretty sure that his body is higher than yours, despite him not looking like he has a higher body than yours. Once he's got you on the ground, the last thing he does is kind of moves his arms out to the side, and the red patches on his sleeves seem to break open, and mantis blades pop out, and they start glowing bright red.
He looks like a guy from Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's fair. Chris Redfield or Leon?
No, the bad guy.
Oh, Wesker. Okay, we love it.
Yeah,
Well,
that
then,
one.
mission accomplished. I nailed it. Okay, so at that point, Riff, you're going to take your turn, but I'm going to switch the music to an actual. We're in a fight.
I think I got one more thing to resolve.
Oh, go ahead. What is it?
Don't I have see it coming? So when that guy runs up close to us, I could pop
Yes.
another shot up.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it hits considering it's 0 to 6, but not a lot of damage.
So he's actually rushing forward with that shield. You watch it hit the shield, and the first one you watch the shield kind of break apart. Like the interior frame is kind of made out of the bulletproof material. But when it kind of fully connected with the external kind of framing, it seems to be more secure. So the bullet hits and it kind of leaves like a splash of damage against the transparent frame of it, the transparent center of it. But it seems like it's more rigid than the last shield, or was allowed to become more rigid than the last shield. Okay, now it's Riff's turn. Anybody else want to cut off Riff? Anybody else?
Think about it.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll move up to here and shoot at this guy with my pistol.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. I forgot to shoot at
Jesus
Carl.
Christ.
I forgot to shoot a light machine gun too. I'm so sorry. It's me. I'm the one. I am the one that is bad. The heavy is suppressive firing. So those of you who are on the backside of the truck.
Which truck?
Your truck.
Okay.
Not you, Low Guinea.
Oh.
You'd be below it.
Yeah, it'll be Hungry and the Gonzo's crew.
Oh, behind that truck.
I need you to make a will plus concentration. So you're going to make a concentration roll. And the DV I have set to, with my roll, 17.
Good job.
Okay. Pero will... what is that under concentration? It is awareness. Okay, cool. So Pero is failing. Hungry, you're succeeding. Cleric will fail, and Maria succeed. Okay.
Nice.
So you two do not get forced to run for cover. However, Pero and Cleric will. This position is not cover sufficient, so he's going to move around the corner. And Pero is going to do likewise. You'll notice that as they're being shot at, normally suppressive fire is kind of like a situation where it doesn't do damage in the base game. However, it looks like this one, on the other hand, is doing damage. So auto fire perk. It is called spray and pray. So when you use suppressive fire, alternate fire mode with a weapon that uses auto fire as its weapon skill, a character that fails the required roll takes damage. On a failure, roll 2d6 and multiply it by the amount the character failed to DD up to the maximum denoted by the weapon's auto fire. So
Perro.
they're both going to be taking this times 4. They're in light armor jacks, so the 28 that Pero would be taking is reduced to 18, and that's with the critical injury included. And I'm going to roll that critical injury. The damage has already been included. Pero is he got hit in the back of the armor jack while he was running, and you can see him kind of and then kind of rush forward and kind of drop to the ground. And then Cleric will take only 5. Not as much on that one. No critical injuries, unfortunately. Maria, kind of moving or like seeing the situation, kind of yells out something in Spanish, a curse as well, and seems to be drawing that heater. Like she's got the SMG in one hand, just kind of dropping it and pulling out her pistol as she's looking at the LMG guy. Okay, now shooting Carl.
I am genuinely sorry. Would Gert have had a shot at the driver?
Yeah, they go on 1. They weren't,
Okay,
they weren't readied. They were moving their bikes around, remember?
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, I still got to shoot somebody. I still have
Say it then.
a whole person
Prove it.
to shoot. Arasaka soldier. Then I'm shooting at Carl. It is not going to be auto fire. It is a single shot, straight to the chest. It does not hit. Instead, it hits the ground kind of near you, Carl, as you're kind of perched up at a high position. Kind of drop lower, and you can see that like that guy that would be this guy here, is aiming at you. Okay. Double checking. Pretty sure it's Rift's turn. Let's go.
I'm going to shoot at this guy in front of me.
Before you do that,
I
I'm just gonna,
was like, waiting.
Go ahead.
I
Brett.
will let you finish, but
Alright. Yeah, I shot.
Okay.
17 hits.
Yes. And you're shooting the guy with the shield?
Yeah, the guy directly in front of me.
Okay, so your 18 will blast through his shield. He did not have... Or sorry, no, it'll hit his shield. It does not blast through it because this is the heavy shield as well. It was allowed to activate. So it is damaging his shield, but it doesn't break it.
Gotcha. Let's see. So I was here. That's 2 squares. So I have 6 more squares to use. Don't imagine going over here would help me any. And fuck it, I'll do it anyway. Then I'll move over to here.
Okay.
Not really getting any cover, just kind of get a little space, you know?
So for future reference, the Arasaka individuals, I'm going to add Kojima to the map tracker, or the initiative tracker. They are going on 13, and they are going before Riff.
Gotcha.
And so, Hungry, you're up. And I'm going to switch the music.
The shield that the guy did deploy, it's still like up, right?
Yeah, he's kind of blocking. It looks like he's interjecting in between you and the...
It's just like a directional thing.
Yeah, well, again, he's allowed to move it freely. If you're shooting at him, he's going to block it. If you're shooting behind him, not so much. If you kind of move around him and shoot, he won't be able to block.
Alright, I'm gonna activate my Sand Viston on the move for my move action.
Okay?
And then I'm gonna actually move
Because you have
around
a
him.
second move action with this Sandefiston. Correct.
And I'm gonna pop 2 shots off directly at him.
You're shooting at the shield guy?
Yeah,
Okay, so he'll still have his shield.
okay. But now he's gonna be like exposed to Maria, right?
Well, again...
Or is it just gonna go wherever?
Yeah, he can kind of, like, you know, reflexively kind of move it in between. This is the same music I used on Friday. I'm trying to find a good fight music, folks. I'm sorry. This is good.
And this thing that I've been shooting has a rate of fire too, so I just click the attack button twice.
Yeah. But the over... Oh, you're not using an overture. The Polytechnic does, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Those will both hit him. The shield has already taken... No, this shield hasn't taken any damage. So this is 26 damage to the shield. It is still there, but it is tattered. It is a hot mess. You're pretty sure one more shot, half as much as...
I thought he shot it earlier with 9 damage.
Was that... Who shot it?
When it moved, Hungry,
Yeah,
when he moved up, he shot it.
My reaction.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did reaction shoot it.
Nope, you're right. That's right. Shield broken. Thank you. I just don't know why it didn't keep the note there. Interesting. Yep, so the shield is broken. If there was 9 on it, that means 21. 21 plus 14 is 35. 30 is the SDP of the shield. 5 gets through, hits him in his armor. It will ablate his armor once. This soldier is in a medium armor jack, so he is going to have 11 on the body. Okay. Hungry,
Right,
second shot.
Second,
done. You have
second action.
Mhm.
So another 2 shots.
Same target.
Yeah.
Okay. 16 and 21 both hit. And 13 will give him 2 damage. And 13 after the first ablation will give him 3 damage. Okay. And he is at 9 SP on the chest. Okay. Good.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Sandeviston's activated. We love to see it. Blaze, you're up.
I'm gonna move here, and I think that puts me within range. Yeah. So I'm gonna quick hack. What was it? Short circuit on that guy. I don't remember how I need to do that though.
Sure. You're targeting this guy.
No, I'm targeting the one that's trying to upload a quick hack to
Driver.
Rift.
Oh, you would know that that's not that guy. They're using they're using a net architecture, so the netrunner's not visible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're using their allies as remotes. So
Oh shit! I want to ping them then.
okay, do you?
See if I can. Yeah.
Okay. So then ping's a single action. It's an interface check. You're doing it with the closest one available, which would be the heavy. The heavy does have what's considered protection EMP threading. So +2, it's going to be interface DV9. So go ahead and make an interface roll. You need to get a 10 or better. And you have an excellent deck, so you have +1 to the roll if it's not already included.
Glad you said that.
Okay, success. So upon uploading the ping quick hack, everybody that you can already see highlights for you, and there's a new individual that highlights, and they are visible to you only in virtuality, not in physical space, but there's a netrunner in the passenger seat. And you also kind of like quickly do like a double take because you see 4 long strands coming out of the vehicle, kind of moving towards the tunnel, and you see 4 echoes or kind of signatures that appear to be drone sized. You're a smart boy, so you would know that the drones in question are Militech. What are they? Militech Griffins? Militech Griffins. Or,
That's a death.
yeah, they're not the big ass ones. They're just the standard kind of Griffin sized ones. I'll post a picture real quick. Hold on. I'll try to post a picture real quick.
We don't want those showing up for the party.
Copy image. Paste the image. That's the guy. It's a little smaller than person sized. Large shields on them. And they have SMG.
And I'll let's see. And I don't remember how many.
What?
Am I able to still?
You've used your action in quick hack.
Okay.
You still have movement if you have movement left. If not, then you're done.
Yeah. And I'll tell them. I imagine we've
Hollow.
done our we're all I'll let them know about the 4 drones
Okay.
and the net runner in the passenger seat or in the back.
There's a runner in the passenger seat calling in 4 drones from the tunnel. Should be here shortly. Carl, you got one guy who's targeting you. It's this asshole right here. Or you can shoot the guy
Yep.
with the shield.
The guy who's targeting me, just remembering, this is the game that we can do called shots and shoot for certain body parts, right?
You can aim shot, yes, and depending on what you're aiming for, if you most of the time it's just aim shot to the head.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a -8 to your roll. But as you saw, you're already rolling hella boss.
Yep.
Don't
I'm
even
gonna
bother.
do that.
Okay, aim shot to that guy's head. So 17's not gonna cut it. It will need. Let's see, you're at 50, over 50.
I rolled a 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. We're rocking today.
Yeah, we are rocking. But for that, it's gonna be. You need. I'm pretty sure the DV would have been 23, so you would need a 24 result.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a hard miss. All right. Anything else? Movement or anything?
I'm gonna so there's a level in front of me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna duck down,
Mhm.
just to kind of get
Basically,
behind cover.
go prone.
Yep.
So they can't shoot you back. Smart. At the initiative
move.
1 marker, Gert has a line on him, but there's a door in the way. It's very narrow. So he is going to take the shot due to the fact that it's not full cover and he's not employing it. He's kind of out coming around to chase Riff. It's just going to be a standard shot. And we've got Nadruckers, we've got Gert, and Gert is using an assault rifle, single shot to the chest. 18 at this range value is good. And it's a 20, so needed a 15. I'm going to say that's golden. It's over the +2 I was giving for the door. So that hits, and that will dunk on the shield, which took quite a bit of damage from the overture. That'll destroy the shield, actually.
Well, the driver had a shield too?
Yeah, the driver came out with a shield.
Okay.
And then there were 2 shield guys coming out the sides. Gotta set up a barricade. Actually, the shield was already... Yeah, no, that's right. He took a shot from fucking Carl. That's why he has damage. Shield's gone. And 4 of it gets through, which will ablate his armor. And he has an 18 armor, so 16 is where he'll be right now because of the hit from Carl. Okay. Carl. Then they went to them. Gus is not popping out. They are ready for the bikes. That's their mission, and also to keep an eye on the tunnel. So far, nothing. Gonzo up. So he is going to. I need different music. Hold on.
Gonna do this every round.
Yeah, every round. Every
Yeah,
round is
for
going
real.
to be a new
Holy
new
smokes.
combat song. I need a good fight music. This is probably good. Okay, Gonzo. Point blank range pistol. He is going to try and double tap here. So he's going to go with his Mustang arms. He's going to attack twice. 1 and 2. And he's attacking at the heavy. Who will get hit twice in the head, I think. Yeah. First one did enough damage. No, not enough damage. Also high outload armor. So 2 ablations. He'll be at 16. Somebody roll a d6 and then another person roll a d6. I forgot the d6 extra damage for Rio.
Joe and Joseph.
So the first
Or
one,
I
Riff
rolled
and
one.
Joseph.
the first one actually does pierce the armor. Perfect. That's actually really funny. So he's going to take 2 damage from that.
Eight.
Any bit counts. And then... there were no misses. He, after shooting, is going to rush past the shield guy and kind of get interjected in between him and Maria. Then Maria's going to hand cannon the heavy. She's going to sidestep and shoot him. Because fuck that guy. I got a lot of character sheets. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're doing fine. There's a lot going on.
Very heavy
I was thinking that.
pistol. That will miss, because 7 to 12. And then Cleric and Pero. Pero's very wounded. Cleric is going to try and quick fix his broken ribs. Broken ribs. Paramedic. Cleric. Technique. +2. Nope. He's fumbling around trying to help, and Pero kind of like moves against the truck and the wheel and kind of just sits down on the wheel well and is like spitting up blood. Okay. That's Gonzo's crew. It'll go to Guinea. You are prone, so to get up, it takes the get up action, but you have martial arts, so you can make.
I'm still grabbed, aren't I?
No.
No.
No. I threw you.
He can throw in the same turn. Okay.
He can, yeah.
Okay, mister. If that's the case, I'm still kicking him. Yeah, we're just sort
Well, if
of.
you want to get up, you can do so with martial arts. You just have to roll a martial arts. It's free. Otherwise, it's an action to do it. But if you want to just pop up with martial arts, you just roll a martial arts check. DV is like 13, I think. Let me double check. Martial arts.
Recovery?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I think it's DV 13 or 15. You
21.
got it. Both of them. So
I have the move down there.
you kind of just back up onto your feet and then kicking him.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some heals into his center mass.
Okay.
That is an 18. Why is that not rolling as an attack?
Very strange.
Anyway, that's 18 to hit for his evasion,
Yeah, hold on.
and second is 23.
I just have to find his sheet in the sea of sheets.
Mhm.
Here we go. And evasion, you said. Fighting. Evasion. 21 is what I got on the first one. And the second one's 23.
Yep.
I got a 23. So you're attacking. I'm setting the difficulty value. You need to exceed my roll.
Okay.
So basically, you come up and you kind of hit, and you see him go and kind of drop into a boxing pose. And then as you kind of bring in the kicks, you see his form shift in between two. It seems like he shifts between like judo block for the first one, and then kind of into a karate like horse stance to kind of parry away the second one. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's gonna do it.
Okay. He is going to. I believe he's going to karate you. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and instead of making 2 attacks, I am going to make a single bone breaking strike against you. He takes a -8 penalty to the attack roll here. I rolled really bad. It's unfortunate.
17 evasion.
That'll be successful. But I rolled a fumble and I was pretty close, so that's kind of sad for me. Damn it. But yeah, he kind of like drops down and kind of like pushes both of his hands to the side and throws a single punch. And as it kind of, you kind of move past it, you can actually feel it like kind of pushing past, like it almost breaks the sound barrier. It's that fast. It's like boom. And you're kind of like, oh shit, kind of off to the side. So this guy's obviously playing with some pretty serious.
Oh, sorry. Would I see inside the truck?
Yes.
Do I see the package?
Yes, it is towards the back wall, so it'd be kind of like 2 squares in.
Is it like secured down? Is it going to be
Nope.
difficult for me to get to it?
You
I
can walk
should've
in
moved.
and it's kind of like set
I
inside
should
of
have
like
moved at it.
it's inside of like it's like on a counter effectively that's kind of got like a lip to it. So if it were to slide around, it would kind of just stay inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he just and then that's his turn. Riff, you are up. This fight music is not any good. We're not even making it to the next round.
I hate to be that guy, but are any of the other people going on 13 as well?
Oh yeah, they
Like the other
are.
Arasakas?
They, of course. That would have been hilarious.
They're all embarrassed that their boss missed punching because he's
Oh,
such a
for
cool
sure.
punch
Valid,
guy.
valid.
I'm
They're
gonna go.
pretending they didn't see it.
I'm gonna go ahead with a light machine gun guy. I'm gonna unload on Hungry because he's the most visible target. I am
What's that
going
supposed to mean?
God damn it! I mean that too, but not what I meant. He is going to. Yeah, he is in way too much armor, but that's fun. Metal Gear is like a -6 to his stats. So +9 on his auto fire roll against Hungry. Here we go with the Constitution Arms M2067 Defender. No, absolutely not. It's going to be 20 more rounds out of the gun. Okay, which means you can do that 3 more times. Basically, just a hail of bullets in your direction, Hungry, and with the Sand Devastin, you're kind of like able to kind of move a little bit, but like you're not like Dark Souls like rolling or anything crazy. You're
It's
just
like
kind of,
matrixing it.
you're kind of like shouldering it onto like the hard like pauldrons of your suit. You're taking it in spaces where it's not going to affect you. Okay, and then the shield guy will he is going to draw his katana and attack Gonzo. His katana is not normal size though; it's a very large blade. It doesn't matter. Gonzo dodged it without even me rolling Gonzo dodging it. It was that bad, folks. Oh, it didn't add stats. Why does it do this?
That's what we like to see.
I rolled a 2. But it had a fumble, which means it added that's so weird. Long story short, I'm gonna roll the evasion. I've got the number. It didn't add the modifiers. It does that sometimes. Gonzo evasion.
Oh. John, when I successfully evaded his attack.
Should have been able to attack back.
No, I should have been able to move 2 meters.
Yeah, go for it. In towards the box.
Heading that way.
Okay.
2 meters is 1 square, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so Gonzo evades the shot. Does Gonzo have 8 reflexes? I don't even know.
He was doing coke.
Yeah, it's probably higher than it was, sure. It is an 8, so yeah, it's 9 with coke. So he's able to dodge bullets. Because cocaine people can dodge.
Good old Coke.
Yeah, it's 5d6 for the big gun. It's
I will never
4d6
understand why
for
none
the
of you.
small gun. Okay, then the guy with the shield is going to maneuver around the space here, getting close with you.
He doesn't have a shield anymore, but yeah.
The guy who had a shield at one point, who no longer has a shield. Thanks
I don't
for
think
reminding me.
that's a title, but okay.
Formerly known as shielded.
He is going to. He has a smart pistol, and he's going to utilize it on you twice.
Okay.
Point blank. Do you have a reflex evader better?
I do.
Go ahead and make evasion rolls.
Let me find it here. All right.
You
23 and 18.
block the first one. You do not block the second one. The second one will do 6 damage to your chest.
Okay. So light armor jacket would have bladed.
It would blade it once. It's also going to do
Alright, perfect.
Riff. I did the heavy.
My turn?
Oh, the guy who's shooting up at Carl. He is going to move to here, and then he is going to use his action. He jumps straight up the 20 feet and lands on the top there.
Of course he does.
So you can kind of see him past that barrier as he kind of lands there. You can see him kind of like unshouldering the strap of his assault rifle. All right, Riff. It is. Oh no!
My turn.
I still got to beat the shit. Oh, I did the bone breaking punch.
Yeah.
This guy's stunned.
You
for,
had your chance.
This guy's stunned for a minute. Jesus. And this is.
He's
round-
not stunned. He
Jesus.
just has major problems with his ears and eyes.
I forgot to.
Who
tick-
is that guy in the thing?
Hold on a second.
Wow.
I forgot to tick at the end of the second round, so we're actually in the second round right now, or third round right now. The guy inside the thing, this one here,
We should be in the second round.
is that what you're asking, Joe? This one?
Yeah.
That's it.
No, the guy with the flashbang symbol on his.
Yeah, that's the guy who got flashbanged. He's just another soldier. Okay, Riff, you're up.
Okay, just to confirm, did he leave this door open?
Yeah, it's wide open.
Okay. And also just to confirm, there's no attack of opportunities
That's
in
not
this
a
game, is
thing
there?
unless a perk says otherwise. Yeah.
Gotcha. So they might have the perk, but I'm gonna risk it because fuck this Netrunner.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, I grabbed the helicopter.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna.
And sorry, the quick hack would have been finally
I'm-
uploaded on you. So as long as the quick hack is present, which is for I think it's a minute. Let me double check. And I don't think it would have mattered with the last two attacks. But cyber targeting says that for 2d6 plus 2 rounds, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me, Brent. Attacks made against you have a +1 bonus
Both of them are ones. Let's go.
for 4 rounds. Fucking shit. Okay. Way to suck at rolling dice, Brent. Great job. When you need it.
It helps when I need it, I
You
guess.
rush around to the door.
Yep. I mean, I'm just gonna have to shoot at the Netrunner.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Also, as an added bonus, with my Arasaka Kinetsuga, I think it is, whenever I roll 2 or more dice and it adds up to 5, the user inflicts a critical injury to the target. And so I have a 5 and a 6.
Yeah. So
Adds
you're
up to
changing
5?
the 5 to a 6 is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then that's a critical injury. Go ahead and roll on the critical injury chart for body.
How do I do that?
Up in the top left, when you
2d6.
have your token selected, you should see a critical injury effect. Do you see it?
Oh, really?
Yep, I do.
Click
Huh.
critical injury.
Critical body injury.
Yeah. Dismembered. Oh. So you kind of come around the corner. You see her kind of like turn out of her seat and kind of like she's got a deck on her arm. She's kind of looking at you and she kind of like surprised. You fire and she's kind of like trying to block herself with all of her legs and arms. One of her legs gets shot clean off by the Malorian Overture. She is going to take 21 plus 5. Well, hold on. 21. Her armor is going to be shredded. She's in a bodylite suit. So 10 plus 5 is 15. And then her leg goes bye-bye. Okay. Cool. She is critically injured, but she is also seriously wounded.
Sweet.
So -2 penalties on her checks. The quick hack doesn't
Oh,
go
shut up.
away. It's active. It's already been uploaded. It stays.
Yeah, I got you.
This is
So,
payback.
question also. Is shutting doors actions?
These doors, yes.
Okay. So, but I still have move, right? So I can move into it.
Yeah, you can get in the car if you want.
I'm getting in this fucking car.
All right, you're in the driver's seat.
It's not gonna help right now because I can't shut the door, but
So you kind of like run around the corner. There she is. You just go boom, blow her fucking leg off, and she's
There's
screaming.
blood everywhere, and you're like,
And then you
get in there
get in
with
with
her.
her.
Shut
I
up.
get in.
What a damn
You
nightmare!
gotta hold the gun like off to the side. You're just like, come on, shut up. Okay, we're going for a ride. Riff, solid turn. We
I
love
was
this.
hired for IT work.
See it, hungry. You are up.
Move and roll up close and personal with this fella. Hop off 2 shots.
Okay. Hit and miss. Let's see. Damage on the first one was 9, so we're looking at no damage to the head. Or you're not going for the head, you're going for the body, right? You didn't aim for the head? Okay, so then the body ablates, it'll go down to 15. And the second shot misses, just clear wide miss. Second action for the turn.
I'm gonna continue another move action, second move action for the turn, and move into the truck next to that guy.
You kind of jump past and kind of grab a hold of Guinea's shoulder as he kind of dodges the bone breaking punch, and then Hungry just kind of like leaps into the air and kind of flies like head first into the space like Vin Diesel style, and kind of lands in the space next to the stunned guy, who is just kind of like trying to, he's blinded, so he's gonna be blind for a while.
And then
your
second action, pick it up.
you have the case. It is in your hand.
Oh, it's an action to pick it up. Okay.
It is a heavy enough case that I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got the pistol in one hand, case in the other, and that's turn one of two more turns after this for the Sandy, right? Or is it one more turn
Yeah.
after this?
2 more turns after this.
Okay.
It's for the first 3 turns after the first turn, so 4 total.
Correct. Hungry done. Blaze.
And I would
Blaze.
also call out on the hollow. I got it.
And,
I got the
Riff, do
package.
you have a response?
Sure. Oh,
I'm in the driver's seat.
oh yeah. Riff's kind of shocked
They left
at the
the
moment.
keys
He
in
didn't
it.
expect her leg to get taken away.
Blaze.
There's no way they left the keys in it, right?
Yeah, they didn't take
Oh,
them out.
shit.
they,
Oh,
Are
shit.
they still
crashed.
running, right?
Oh yeah, the car or the truck's probably not going to move very easily. It's going to require
No.
a driving roll because it's remember it's kind of
There's no way he gets it out of
it
this.
got slammed into the light fixture. You can see kind of in between the two, like right here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's actually going straight up, and it's like a street light. And so like,
Oh.
the concrete portion kind of hit the side, and it's kind of lopped up on that.
So the move, I can move the number of like so. If my move is 8, that means
8 squares.
8 squares. Okay.
And so yeah,
So
I'd give you here. That's fine.
Okay. So there. Is that what you said?
Yep. Back to the kind of frame there as you kind of maneuver around it, and you can see
Mm-hmm.
the guy. He's got his rifle in hand.
And I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
And since it has a rate of fire 2, I hit it twice.
Yeah, you can attack twice. All right.
Okay.
220.
I hit it twice. Did it work?
Yeah.
Sorry. I only heard a
absolutely.
noise once. Sorry.
So boom, boom, both hit. You have him to the chest. It doesn't look like either of those are going to get through his armor, but it'll ablate twice, putting him down to a 10. And in addition to that, you can lock him using your smart pistol. Your smart pistol has homing rounds, which means if he goes for cover or anything, you'll be able to see him for the next turn and can continue to shoot at him even if he's behind a wall. So he's locked. Okay, anything else, Blaze? That's it?
I think that's all I got. Yeah.
Cool. Carl. So from your position, you don't have a very good line of sight on the guy that Blaze is fighting. You
I
definitely
can
have
see him through his legs.
well, no, there's a metal.
There's
or,
a column.
There's like a column in
Oh,
the way.
fine.
It's a very narrow shot. What I'm trying to say though is if you
Drive
want to shoot that guy, you have to aim shot to the head because it's kind of all you can really see of him. Or you can shoot people down in the courtyard or in the.
I'm gonna pop up and. He said he didn't hurt him when he shot him.
Correct.
I'm gonna aim shot to the head and try to help him.
Okay.
It's not going.
Pretty good.
Missed. It misses.
22 minus 8 is 12. And how far away is he? 58 meters?
Yep.
So you need a 15.
So 23 right now to 22.
You could spend a point of luck on the second one.
Yep.
Or on the first one. Yeah, you could spend a point of luck. It'll be 16 on the nose.
Yep. Then definitely. And then +4 to the damage for the first shot of the round.
Mm-hmm.
And then to the head.
Yep. So his armor currently on the head area is 10 due to the two. Or no, sorry, his armor on the head hasn't been touched. 12. 21 plus 4 is 25. Minus 12 is 13. 13 doubles is 26.
I thought it tripled.
Doubles. Perks triple.
Okay. I thought
Double
it
normal.
tripled at some point.
Yeah, there's perks that'll do it.
Got
so
it.
How much did I just say? Totally made me forget. I did all that math and I can't remember.
13 doubled.
So
26.
Okay. He is seriously wounded. He is not critically injured, which means he's at less than half health. Good shit. All right, Gonzo. He is going to just big gun shoot this motherfucker in the face because he's just tired of it and he's not having it anymore. He's just not having it. So big gun, he gets one shot. It's going to be +3 for aim shot to the head, plus the coke. So -5. I need a 13, which I got without any other bonuses. Okay, 10 to the head. Unfortunately, that's not great. Oh, +1d6. Somebody roll it. And then +3 to the damage for the aim shot.
I keep getting
I rolled it
twos.
twice by accident, Root.
I got the 1.
You got 3 rolls there.
So 12 plus 3
Take
is
your pick.
15. 6 gets through. 6 doubled is 12. And no doubles and -1 to the head armor. Okay. He is not critically not seriously wounded yet. But Gonzo's shot him in the face a couple times. Maria will follow suit. She's going to go ahead and shoot. She's going to continue shooting at the heavy because that's the guy that shot all her friends. And I'm pretty sure that if Dan were here... Where did she go? Oh, there she is. Okay.
You do know Dan best.
Yeah, I know. That will hit the heavy. That'll actually get through his chest plate. Perfect. We're getting his armor down. He started at 18. He's at 14 now. So Maria's like, you motherfucker, and kind of cursing in Spanish. Bam, bam. Zach, didn't you say you were gonna help me with the Spanish cursing?
Oh, did you want me to?
I mean, could you?
Pinche punta. That's a pretty
That's a
pretty easy one.
Yeah, that one.
Cabron.
Cabron. Okay. Perfect.
He strikes me as the type.
Yeah. So shoots him and is still yelling, and then after she's done firing that shot, Gonzo yells something to her. Get the fuck back. Make sure Pero's okay. Because she's kind of just standing out in the thing. She kind of angrily will rush this way to the back end. Clarigo will, because Pero's ribs are broken, will kind of say, I can't do anything to help him, and will cut him out again and shoot the one that Gonzo is fighting. He's going to do so with a heavy SMG. He's going to miss, so he's just kind of trying to not shoot Gonzo, so he ends up just shooting kind of the ground here and kind of near the space. Not the greatest. And Pero will continue to just not do anything because he doesn't want to die. It'll go to Guinea.
Aaron's got the football. He's got to get out of here. Both priorities are in the same spot, and I don't love it. So I'm going to try to interpose here to occupy the guy that is dangerous. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'll spend a couple points of luck, and I'll hit him with...
You have a rocket ball, you can do it after.
Yeah, thank you. I won't spend the points yet. But I will hit him with point au feu, which is the pressure point strike.
Okay.
I'll still put 2 points of luck into it.
I'll also put. Can I help?
Yeah,
2 more.
everybody can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How many we got in?
That sounds like
4 total?
4 total?
You put 2 and Joe put 2, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't hear him say 2.
25 is the DV, or is the result. So I'm going to roll evasion. I only got a 20. With a roll of no, that's not great. Okay, so you hit him.
That will give him spinal injury.
Okay.
Off the top.
Hold on.
And 46 damage.
Go for it.
Yes.
Oh, you meant 46, like 4.
That's what I said.
I was like,
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, 46 damage.
excuse me.
That's what I do.
Didn't pull out this big gun at the start.
Oh,
on.
8. 54 damage, but
And you treat his armor as half, right?
Yes.
Okay. Spinal injury. Next turn, you cannot take an action, but you can still take a move action. Okay, perfect. Cool. And so that 8.
Needed to make
The
that
critical
happen.
injury still adds the additional damage, which would be 15. Or sorry, which would be 5. So
5.
13 total. It doesn't get through his armor. So it'll ablate his 13 by 1.
Critical injury just does the damage. It doesn't check against armor.
Oh, that's right. So then you didn't get through
I
the
do
armor.
5
but
to
why?
him. I ablate armor,
Got
but
it.
do no other damage.
Perfect. So then that is it, right?
Yeah, that was my whole action, doing
So-
a cool kick.
This is a very interesting bit of interplay that I did not anticipate because I did not read the critical injury specifically. Cyberpunk Red specifically focuses on you only having one action to use during your turn and one move action, and you'll note that the spinal injury says next turn you cannot take an action. So the way I'm going to relay that is you cannot take your action, the one action you get. If he somehow gains extra actions, he can take those. That's my ruling for spinal injury.
Okay.
But you can still take a move action, which he'll do to activate his Sandevistan. He will then take
Oh shit.
his action.
I would read can't take an action as any action, but okay.
Fair enough, but the game doesn't allow you to take multiple actions, so we can't really go back on that since we've already allowed it. He will move here, and he will grab Hungry. So I'm going to make a brawling check, and you're going to oppose it with your brawling check, Joe.
All right.
I only got a 19. Not the greatest roll for my part.
We can still add luck to these, right, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have 2 luck for me.
You need one
So
more?
I'll give him one as well.
Okay. That's your last point of luck, Brent?
Yep.
Okay. So you will dodge.
Saving mine for the drones, but I'm gonna give it to you.
You will dodge the grab. So he has taken his additional action and his additional move action for his first turn of his Sandevistan. He is done. Riff, you are up.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot this lady. Again, hopefully.
Oh,
19?
sorry, I keep doing that. All the Arasakas are going. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Heavy melee weapon against Gonzo misses. I'm not even gonna. Oh, I did it again. Nope. I am possibly hitting. It keeps on rolling without the stats, and I don't know why or how to fix it. He needs to roll evasion. He fails. So he will take his chest armor halved. So 6. And then he takes 11 damage. And were there doubles? No. Okay. Then it will go to the light machine gun guy, who will move over to here, and he will fire the light machine gun up at Carl. Hold on, I gotta ablate this armor. Okay. Then
Range on that damn.
assault rifle. It's just light
Isn't
machine
it-
guns are just big assault rifles.
Okay.
Auto fire up at Carl. It's gonna miss, but Carl, hail of bullets comes shredding your direction. Unfortunately, I missed it by about
Who?
4. You, Carl.
Yeah, no. Who's shooting
this
me?
asshole.
How can he see me if I'm laying down?
You said
You got up.
to shoot fucking Blaze's target.
Okay, that's fine then. I thought I was staying down. I didn't know I got up. I got
Well,
up.
you'd have to
You
kind
had
of
to-
maneuver towards the edge.
You had
Totally
to
cool.
maneuver.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
We got like 3. We got 2 columns in the way there,
There's so many
and,
columns.
and
We
a
got-
redhead.
We got columns and a redhead. The stun guy is still stunned. Oh, sorry. This is the end of turn. Okay, I missed a turn again. I keep missing my own thing. And I'm done with the. Oh no, this guy. I'm gonna try and grab you, Riff. Go ahead and make a brawling.
18?
Failure. He's gonna grab you and pull you out of the truck.
Nobody wants to spend luck?
Oh,
Anybody's
sorry.
got luck?
I could. Yeah, I'll spend 2 more points on. It's my last.
Anybody else?
I got one. I'll give it to him.
Okay, that's exactly what he needed, so he will not get pulled out of the truck.
Thank you.
I was like, I'm getting nervous about this drone
I'm
timer.
probably fucked, but okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hold on. You haven't missed. You haven't missed. You don't have to gamble if you never miss, Dan. Stop. What are you talking about? You keep typing gamble. You keep hitting everything like large and in charge. Am I wrong? Am I forgetting how I wrote the fucking perk? Hold on. if he's got a. Oh. What? Are you trying to say to me?
That
Okay,
you
I don't-
keep
I don't
getting
know
rid
what
of
you're
Rift's
trying
turn.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't think there's anything that says you can't be hit because of a gamble check. What? No. It's just if you get attacked, or there's no if you get attacked situation in the gamble. What? Anyway,
Okay, so I rolled right when you said it was my turn. Can I keep that roll, or do you want me to roll again?
no, keep that roll.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because it was right before you had the rest of them go.
Okay.
It's double sixes is what I was asking.
I don't see a gamble evasion, Dan. I don't. Oh, no. I don't know what you're saying to me. Okay. Riff, you're brawling, done, you're shooting.
I shot. Yeah, I got a
Yes.
19 to hit. It's double sixes, so
Are
it's
you
critical injury.
Shooting the girl again?
Yeah, the net runner. I'm hoping if I kill her, maybe the drones don't come.
Yeah, she was on her turn not acting. But yeah, okay. Hit. And you said a whole bunch of words that sound like
Yeah,
she's
it's
dead.
I got another critical injury.
We'll just go ahead and say she's dead. She
Okay.
didn't have very many hit
This
points.
time our head has been ripped off by the gun. Okay.
No, it's probably, it's probably square in
got
the
the
chest.
other leg.
Probably square in the chest. He didn't shoot her.
Yeah.
in the face.
Just dump those out
Yeah,
the passenger
that was,
window.
that was all I could do.
Yeah.
Somebody else get in here.
Yeah.
You kind of like shuffle off this guy and then kind of like shoot the lady.
You got
Shoot
some
that
Flintstone
rotor.
pair tires.
I know we started a little late. I just want to make sure we get to the end of this initiative round before we can or call it. So just please bear
Yep.
with me for just a little bit here, okay? So Rift done, hungry up.
I'm gonna go for one of the bikes. Try to get it out of here.
You can move through Guinea's space. And you can, with this, you can run twice if you want to. So you can just straight
Oh.
full book it. So that'd be,
Okay.
you'd have to move through
That's
Guinea's
only
space,
free.
so that'd be 1, 2, or 2 to get to there. This space, and then 3 is where you're at. So you've moved 3 squares so far of your 4 movements, so you can
Where are
do
you
1
going?
more for your regular move.
Why are you going that way?
Can I go diagonal?
Yeah, diagonal's fine. And then if you second move action, you can move 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you could go around him. You don't have to go that far. I meant next to him though. Still. So diagonal up and then diagonal down. Just a quick
And I have
cross.
two
And then you
two
have
actions left.
You could.
I can't use those as move.
You can. You can run twice, so you'll move 8 more.
Diagonals 2.
No, diagonals are normal.
Okay.
That's 4. Or that's 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 1 more. You cannot get onto the vehicle yet because it's an action to do so. But you're
Okay.
right there, and Gert's looking at you like, okay. You're the chairman.
Yeah.
Hungry done.
I'm glad that nickname stuck.
Blaze, you are the one that is up now. So it looks like your savior definitely put a clean welt in that guy's head. There's lots of blood kind of shooting out. You could try and finish him off. I know he didn't shoot at you. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick while you're deciding what you want to do. He's going to burst fire, and he's shooting at Blaze. Do you have reflexes 8 or better, Joseph?
No, it's a 6.
Okay, so then he'll hit you in the body. You have light armor, Jack? Body weight suit?
Body weight, yeah.
Yeah, so 11. So you're going to take 10 real damage. None of it's critical. as he shoots you with a burst fire in the chest. So you can shoot him. You can try and shoot the heavy that's shooting up at Carl, or you can try and get into cover just by wrapping around this and hiding behind the pillar, or you can shoot and then hide.
And I took how much damage? I'm sorry.
10 total.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. The one in front of me.
No.
Are you yelling at Dan more?
Yeah,
I was like, you're telling me no?
He's not even here, and
I
you're
need him to
yelling
show
at
me
him.
the perk because he keeps on saying gamble evasion, and I'm confused.
I was like,
Isn't it-
because those
isn't
look
the point
like
to
some damn
reroll?
good rolls on my part here, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that's a solid hit. Were you aiming for the head? I think I heard you say you're
Yes.
aiming for the head. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, and 12. His armor in the head right now from the 2. It's still a 10. So
I think his head armor should be, it's done, right?
no. It only
From him
ablated
shooting him?
twice, so it's at a 10.
Oh, okay.
That will do 2 in, and that will be a total of 4 real. Okay, and actually, that's enough to kill him. But it's not a gruesome explosion to the head. It's like one of those beautiful kind of like hits that kind of gets into that hole he already put in there, and you can kind of see like him like strive in agony as you're presuming the bullet's kind of wrapping around inside of his skull.
He's still got like a couple steps forward.
Yeah. He's like shooting at you, and he's kind of like falls forward. Yeah, probably does one of these canters off to the side and bounces off and hits the ground. Anything else, Blaze? Movement wise?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. And so with your virtuality, you can see that the tethers to the drones are still present. They're no longer coming from the Netrunner. They were on the net architecture is the main thing I was trying to highlight with that. They're not being controlled by the runner.
And I just want to ask this because I'm reading it and I imagine it doesn't matter if we're on comms or not. But the Start the Riot perk says when they can hear you within 10 meters. So they have to be within 10 meters to get the HP back, right?
Correct.
It's not just like they can hear me so they get it back.
They gotta physically hear you. It's not a thing you can phone in.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure.
Carl.
I'm going to aim for the driver again.
Oh, Heart of the Cards is what you're trying to tell me, Dan, you stupid goober.
On an Exodia?
Yeah, I'll burn some of your luck and retro it. That's fine. I understand what you're saying. Use the right terms. Okay, Carl, you shot that the heavy,
The driver.
the driver. Okay, that'll hit.
Riff.
Yeah, you're just in the sweet spots where that hits exactly on the nose. So it'll do 26 damage, and you're going for the body. 26 minus 16 is 10, and that had to have had double. No, it didn't. All right.
But yeah, I don't do.
I don't do good rolls. Yeah, I get you. Okay, so Gonzo technically has never been hit this combat. Just as a redaction and a heads up for folks. That's just the easiest way to handle that. He got hit twice. He retroactively dodged both of them for reals. Okay. At the very bottom of the initiative, Gert will get on the bike. And so Gert is on the bike, and he's ready to drive. Unless you were wanting to take the bike, Hungry, or do you want him to drive you?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, he's probably better at it. He's an outrider.
Yeah, I mean, I expected him to get on the bike and drive.
He hops on the bike, and he is ready in action to drive. The second you get on the bike, he is flooring it. And then she will, in response, jump on her bike and be ready as well. And actually, a couple of things you're looking at perspective a little bit differently. I will note that there are quite a few cars that have piled up in the few seconds that we've been here. Looking like this is probably the amount. So a few cars are kind of waiting for whatever's happening here to finish. It's Night City. They don't give a shit. I just need to get to work. And that is the end of the initiative round. Okay, so things that we need to kind of pay attention to. The drones will be activating this turn, and by activating I mean they'll be coming out this turn. That is the end of a total of 5 rounds, counting the very first initiating round, which means we are 1/4 of the way through the very first minute of 8 minutes. And that's it. That's the only things I can think of.
That's the third. Is it the third or fourth round that I have the attack thing?
Oh, it's going to be done in the very first turn. Nobody's really attacked you anyway, so
Gotcha.
probably won't come up. What I'm going to state for the rules, I do say every session you get your luck points back. I am going to make a caveat. The statement is if you're not in a fight, that carries over. So we are not going to reclaim luck points at the end of this session or the beginning of next session. That would be insane and unfair towards me, and I feel towards you as well. Okay, cool. So we'll start next session with Gonzo on the docket. And thanks for watching those that did. Thank you for carrying over a little bit on that for me, folks, with the late start. And yeah, see you next week as we finish it up.
That